and welcome back to another episode of Trucking with CJ. So today's episode, we are in Adelaide for the Adelaide Motorsport Festival. Along with being a truck driver, I'm also an advocate for our industry, and I feel really passionate about showing up in spaces where we can start conversation about the transport industry and create some positivity and hopefully inspire the next generation of truck drivers. So it was really cool to get invited to this, and I knew that I was going to be too present in the moment, so I asked my really good friend Reese if he could come along, film it, and he actually pulled this episode together for us. So thank you to Reese. I really appreciate you, and I hope you guys really enjoy this episode. All right, let's get into it.
So please make some noise for CJ and Christina. Should we do that one more time?
Yeah, one more, louder.
One more time. It wasn't loud enough. You're going to be louder than all the cars, guys. So it's Christina Vithoulkas and CJ, let's talk about your pivot point. Of course, at that decade ago, you decided to move into transport. Why? What happened?
Yeah, I've been working in the insurance world as an insurance broker for 7 years, and I just had a real life. I left a relationship. I had a chance to just sit back and go, what do I actually like? What do I want to do with my life? And my dad was driving trucks down in Adelaide. My sister had just started driving trucks with him, and the absolute envy that I had that she was out and the things she was getting to do. So she's like, come home. So initially I was like, no, I've got this career, I've got this diploma, I've worked so hard, and she's like, but you're miserable. So although it looked good on the outside, you know, I looked like I had this corporate career and I was doing everything right, I wasn't actually happy. So I came back to Adelaide and I started driving concrete trucks, and it was the happiest, most liberating feeling that I'd had, and being able to go out and interact with people on site and have this like camaraderie on the road is just was the best thing, and I haven't looked back since.
That is truly fantastic.
Yeah, it's amazing. That's Christina's dad.
Wow, that's a really passionate man.
We've got cut out number one, please.
You need that. Thank you. Charlie. Also, my initial was CJ, so it's easy to remember. I'm going to take it. Me too.
Yeah, I think the story that everyone wants to paint all the time is like, oh, you're a girl in a man's world, and it's like, yeah, that's fine, but it's not everything. And if I just spoke to the women, that's 2% of my whole industry. I'm pocketing myself there. I just want to. We show up and do exactly the same job as everyone else, so why does my gender have to be a topic of that at all? But I also understand I've got a responsibility because I'm showing up and I am that person that little girls can look up to and be like, oh, she's doing it, then I can too. But with resilience, like, oh my God, I had to get thick skin very, very quick in my industry. You know, you can't expect special treatment or anything like that, because then again, you're pigeonholing yourself into there. So for me, the resilience is like just finding really good mentors, people that you really trust that you can lean on. You know, my industry, most of the population is over the age of 50. So we have a really aging population who are all going to be retiring in the next 10 or so years. So we need to learn from them and show respect to them and understand, make them realise that we want to learn from them, because the only way you become a good operator is years of experience and sitting behind the wheel. No one's going to become a truck driver and be an expert straight away.
CJ, let's talk about children's book.
Yes.
Because, by the way, you can buy here this weekend. Make sure you stop by and buy everything, all their merchandise as well. Why children's book?
I'm an auntie and I've got a niece and nephew, and I just love lots of kids, and for the transport industry, we need to inspire the next generation, so we need to start young. Yes, I'm not going to drive trucks for another 20 years, but when you go to a bookstore, we were going to every bookstore around, we couldn't really find good stuff about trucks that were educational but entertaining, so I just decided to write it, and I go through the day of the life of my niece and nephew waiting for me to come visit in town, and every truck is based on someone from my Instagram who, like, I was very sneakily asking people to send me photos of their trucks. I'm like, does anyone drive a concrete truck? And I collated it over months. And then I took those images to an illustrator who drew them based on those trucks, and every truck driver looks different. Different ethnicities, different ages, hoping that every kid that reads it will see someone that they can relate to, or they recognise, or they see themselves in. So there's a lot of subtle things all in there, and then every truck is explained what it is and what they're doing. So the hope is that this is just the first of many. It's a big I'm self-published, so I did it all myself because, again, so many times I've got a vision that no one can understand. So you just have to go ahead and do it. Because if I keep waiting for the approval of others or the funding from others, it just won't happen. So this has been probably 2 years of investing into myself to bring it to life. So now it's just a matter of trying to get it out there, because everyone that gets it loves it, but getting people to go online and buy it's another thing.
Yeah, so if you have any kids, highly suggest come buy one called CJ Vithoulkas. And she's got colouring books for the kids too.
Yeah. Yeah, and I've already started the next book, which is going to be based on my new 90, the race transporter. So I've just got to get a few races under my belt to really understand what the messaging is I want to get across, and then my new one will be coming out this year based on this truck.
Oh my gosh, please put your hands together for CJ. That is incredible. 2-year process, self-published, you based it on something you could not find in the marketplace, but you knew there needed to be. It's about inspiring everyone, irrespective of culture, diversity, gender, and it's because you want to give back to the industry that you love.
Well, so many times people say, oh, don't be a truck driver, or I don't want my kids to be a truck driver. Well, listen, I had a corporate career and I earn more now as a truck driver than what I did doing the white collar job. So I don't think it's something we should be ashamed of. We should be really, really proud of it. So yes, I get videos. I've got goosebumps. Look, I've got goosebumps. But I get videos from men reading this book to their kids, and the kids touching their dad, like you, Daddy. And I'm like, oh my God, how is that? Those kids are now really proud that they've got that representation. And it means a lot to me. It's Okay,
we have a massive group hug. These women.
That is a lie. You have.
And thank you, Charlie. Charlie's amazing. Round of applause for Charlie. She's doing incredible things. I've known Charlie for the last 4 years, and just watching her going from these events, getting these bigger roles. You're working for supercars now, and I'm going to interview now. No, she's amazing. So Charlie's doing an awesome thing. So it was such an honour to be interviewed by you. So thank you for taking the time to do this for us.
Yeah, girls.
And thank you everyone for showing up.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah, everyone. Awesome. Well, that was I'll chat, but I'll come walk you both later. Please make sure you stop by and see them both. Buy the merch, buy the book, support them on the socials, support them in every single way you can. Please put your hands together one more time.
Thank you.
That was an honour to be interviewed by you, so thank you.
Yeah, that was, and that's what I mean, that, what a way to kick it off with you interviewing us.
Hello. Hi. Are you?
I've already met you apparently.
Yeah, so I used to work in accessories at Peter Stevens when I was 17.
Oh my God.
Yeah, so you were really, really little.
Yeah.
Yeah, you too. Awesome. Come, make stuff. Hey, Dad, sorry.
Charlie did your dad.
That's my dad.
What's your dad's
Dad.
What's your dad's name?
Glenn.
I didn't know you were the dad.
The two dads.
It's just right at my boob height. All right, you go, CJ. You got this.
Okay, good morning. It is Saturday morning and we are here braving the rain and the weather conditions, but we're having a great time. We've just been on stage.
Yeah.
Right?
So we're at the Adelaide Motorsport Festival, and CJ was lucky enough to get invited to do a speech, and she invited me along to join her, so that was such an awesome experience.
It was awesome because if you didn't come, we wouldn't have had a crowd. It was all your friends.
No, it was awesome. So thank you
Nah.
to everyone that did come out.
Yeah,
That was amazing.
yeah.
But CJ and I got to speak with Charlie Barlow. She interviewed us, so it was good.
Yeah.
CJ could share her story, I shared mine, and how our friendship has evolved over the years. And yeah, now we're here with our marquees. CJ's selling her stuff, I'm selling my merch, and yeah, we'll just
We've got the drift car on display and we've got the truck on display. So it's just a really beautiful way of showing that two different worlds can come together, and we're trucks don't just have to be in transport. They belong here, and same with everything, isn't it?
Yeah. Well, they're linked with everything.
Yeah.
Now that I know that trucks are everywhere, so yeah.
No, we're having a great time. Unfortunately, the weather has come in. We've had the last 3 days of perfect, hot, sunny weather. But anyway, the weather's come in. It's unfortunate, but we're still having a good time, and there's huge crowds here. So it's good to see everyone showing up. And we have got shade, we've got giveaways, and we're going to continue having a good time anyway.
And on that note, it is getting wet really
Getting-
good. So we're going to go out to shelter.
What size are you after? Things over here? Yeah, you did?
You can find out.
Hi, CJ's vlog. I'm Christina Vithoulkas, and I have a hand-controlled LS-powered Nissan. It is a turbo 400 gearbox with just an LS1. It's just NA. We've built this over, it was like a 3.5 year build. I had no idea how expensive drifting was, so it stretched out a few more years than I thought. But we fully customized everything. It didn't have anything. It was just a rolling shell. So we put the LS in it. We had to customize a lot of stuff for the drive train and stuff like that. Inside is a turbo 400, so it's just an automatic gearbox. Because I can't use my legs and use a clutch, that's why we've got that. I have a Bluetooth satellite hand control for the drift car. So this operates by Bluetooth. It's not like the normal Bluetooth that you're thinking of that disconnects. This one's like a pretty strong one. I've got the same hand control in my Ford Ranger, and it's never disconnected, but basically it sends a message just the same way as your foot pedal sends a message to your ECU. This just does it by Bluetooth, and I've got a little bit less modulation because of the throttle, and I don't have any resistance, so driving it is a little bit difficult, but it's not too bad. I've figured a way to do it. We make it work. This car's got I've got harnesses to hold me in, because I also don't have a lot of core, well, I don't have any core strength. I've got no balance, so I've got harnesses to hold me in. We've got a fire suppression system in there as well. In case I catch it on fire, I've got a button that will just extinguish it, and yeah, it's pretty cool. I love it. I've been drifting for the last 2 years. I'm just still learning, but we're getting there, and I'm having such a good time.
All right, so I've just quickly popped away from our stand. I've been there all morning, and it's really, really nice because so many people are showing up, and I wasn't anticipating that so many people would come and say hi. So I feel really guilty that we popped away, but if I don't do it now, I'm not going to see any of the festival. So we'll quickly go have a look around, and first stop is looking at the Porsches, which is convenient because that's what I'm transporting now. So yeah, it's crazy. Considering the weather, I didn't think there would be this many people. So shout out to all the Adelaide people for showing up, because it's amazing to see how many people are turning up despite these conditions. So Gary and I are friends from back in the Gold Coast, and we get to catch up at these events and races and all that. Do you want to tell everyone what you get up to? Because you have a lot of fun, don't you?
Yeah, no, we do have a lot of fun. Down here, this is our Repco zone. We get to take it to a lot of different motorsport events. The Adelaide Motorsport Festival is a fun one, because just a variety of cars that are here. And for us, we've got it all in the Repco zone. This year celebrates 60 years of Sir Jack Brabham winning the Formula One World Championship, and Repco owns the Repco Brabham BT19 car. So we've got that here this weekend. Meant to be out on track, a little bit wet for that, so we just did some startups in the tent, which is really exciting. We've got the kids zone, got some of our cars here. We've done passenger laps. We had the famous Repco Circuit Safari out there this morning. We had 3 buses full of people,
Really?
and we were racing around the buses, which is a really, really good experience. The mini golf's a huge hit, as always, and I just keep getting asked to go out on the track because a lot of cars, obviously multi-million-dollar Formula One cars and hypercars and NASCARs without wets can't go out there in this weather. So we keep getting the call up to go out and have some fun. Yeah, in the C10. But, I'm having a blast in that. So we get to drive around. But as I said, this event just needs to be credited. If you haven't been here, you need to get here because, as you know, it's your first time officially here and it's unreal. Like, there's something for everyone.
Oh, I really didn't know what to anticipate, but there's so much variety, and the fact that everyone's turned up despite the weather is just like a real credit to everyone, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's just Adelaide. They come out for events, the Adelaide 500, Tour Down Under, this event, the Adelaide Rally we did late last year. Same thing, there was crowd everywhere. It's just, I think it's the state. They just get behind everything.
Yeah, Adelaide.
Yeah, Adelaide. Yeah, Adelaide, and she lives on the Gold Coast. Work that one out. I don't know, but all these people that live on the Gold Coast just say Adelaide's the best place to live. I can't work it out, but
I'll be back.
Yeah, she'll be back. It is a beautiful city. I do love it. So no, that's awesome. But that's what we're doing, and haven't made my way that way yet. So I'm going to walk down there and I'm going to buy myself a book. That's what I'm going to do. So I've got to go because I've got to go that way.
Yeah.
So I'll see you down there.
Okay, awesome. Thank you. So one of the reasons why this is really important to me that I showed up at an event like this is because it's all well and good going to truck shows, but you're just speaking to truck people. So people are already in the industry if they're going to truck shows. At least at here we've got a whole different range of people that hopefully we can start talking about trucks in a different environment and get people celebrating the trucking industry more, maybe respecting it, and maybe then hopefully they will look at getting careers in the industry. So just trying to get ourselves in different spaces with different people and get the conversation going. So it's cool. It's like my vision's coming to life, and I'm really, like, these guys invited me here. I didn't ask, and so it's cool that Adelaide Motorsport Festival have seen the value in what we're doing and want to get the conversation going. So yeah, I feel really good about it. Okay, so this is the semi that I brought down. It's just a B trailer. There's no need to bring both of the A and B. But I keep pinching myself that this is what I get to tow because it is so nice. And it's a far cry. I keep saying this from what I've done with the Outback stuff. This is very like luxurious. But I thought since Reese is here, I'll show you guys a little bit about what it's like because a lot of people don't know. So one downfall about this is that they made me park on the grass and it's really soft. So when I put my legs down, it actually started breaking the boards because the ground's so soft, the weight of it was pushing in. So I had to get another board really quite thick, and I'll show you, it's already sunken down that much. It's quite low already down here. So the board down here is like that thick. So it's sinking into the ground. So that can be an issue because I need to get my prime mover underneath, but luckily I can still drop the bag. So hopefully we can dump it enough to get underneath, but that's why you want level ground and hard ground so that hooking up and unhooking is quite easy. So this is central locking. Ridiculous, isn't it? But yeah, under here is all like your belly lockers. So in here we've got all like boxes with spare parts for the truck and the trailers. We've got Susie cables, watermelon lights, rattle guns and all of that. So all of this underneath here is all spare parts and things like that. Under here, these all pop up. So in here we've got lots of different things. I also have 2,000 litres of fresh water, so if I need to wash a truck and there's no washing around, I can wash it with my own pressure washer gurneys, my own fresh water. So here, underneath here, you can see I've got all my own washing supplies. So we've got hoses, everything I could possibly need. So the attention to detail, the team have put together just the most exceptional trailer I've ever seen. At the back there is a generator as well, so I can turn that generator on. I'll show you, we'll start it now. So I have to open this side. This is the exhaust, so just for fire safety and that, we open this side, then we open this side here, and we can start the generator. And then we'll go inside and I'll show you what it's like inside the trailer. So MTV, this is my crib. Welcome. So in this section of the trailer, this is where the race cars would be. So the back door goes down and then that's a hydraulic lift. So you can roll the car onto that, then you lift it up and then we roll the cars onto these here. All of these can be released and put up to give us more room. So at the Bathurst 12 hour, we had some things stored up here, we had some up. We had tables, computers. We actually had a simulator at the back as well, so we could do race simulating in the back. But like the attention to detail with all these beautiful photos, like I've been in quite a few different transporters. I've interviewed a lot of the race car transporter drivers, and I've never seen anything with this level of attention to detail. So it's great. And like all of these along here, we just put little clips in and then we can tie things, so everything's very secure. Normally for a race, you'd put underneath here like all the big boxes of all your computer or your engineering, like computers and all of that. You've got toolboxes for the mechanics. So every inch of this trailer is utilized, and the last thing to go in is a race car, and that's what will be along here. And most transporters, you can fit 2 race cars in here. Then this section is like the living quarters. So I'll show you. This here at the moment is enclosed. So this is how it'd be if I was driving. Say we're at a racetrack, we can actually open this up. We can fit a lot of people in here. There's stools in here that come out. I'll actually open it up just to show you guys, because the amount of extra room that gives you is really, really cool. So we've got a little remote here. So we just checked outside. There's nothing that it's going to hit, so we're all clear. Just going to make sure that I've got my eyes on this, and then I can go pod out. And now it's moving out. So now we've got a lot more room that we can all sit in here. The race car drivers can come in here and have meetings if they want. We've got the air conditioner. We even have a shower with the most beautiful pressure and hot water I've ever experienced. So now if I want to and I don't want to stop at a truck stop, or I don't have the ability to, I can have a shower in here, which still blows my mind a little bit. And then we've got the kitchen space. We have got Starlink connected to this trailer as well. So say you're at a race and you want to watch the live feed. We were sitting in here at the Bathurst 12-hour, having some reprieve, watching the race live on TV. And for me, as a content creator, it's good because at the end of the day, if I have the energy to, I can come in here, connect to the internet, do some content, upload it if I need. So yeah, very, very big honor to drive this, and I don't take it for granted at all. I do understand how lucky I am. So this is a B trailer. We do have an A trailer which goes on the front of this, and in there we've got a whole lot of more spare parts. We've got all the tire racks as well, so that's a lot of weight. Really important obviously as well, and that has a door that comes down and hydraulic up and down, but you can see that in my other videos. Okay, so a couple of years ago I was invited to come here to Adelaide for the V8s, and when I was here I asked all the transport drivers if I could interview them, show them through the go through their trailers and film it. And the owner of this motorsport company here actually showed me through this one. So it's crazy to see where we've come. Like a couple of years ago, I was asking people if I could film them. They were so generous. And that's actually where my friendship started with Scott Taylor. So it's crazy to see the relationships, how they've all grown and evolved over time. So this is not an overnight thing, but if you do want to see those videos, go right back to the beginning of my YouTube and you can find them, because I think they're really interesting. It's cool that this kind of stuff is coming to Adelaide. You know, like there's so much that goes behind the scenes to get this kind of stuff here. So to have this on display in Adelaide is pretty cool. Oh, cool. And we'll give you a little lolly bags. 1 second, I've got something for you guys. Lots of games and stories and some colouring in. There's not many of these, it's mainly just them. Another hat you can have. Yeah, no worries. It's custom built, so everything's trying to see if we've got that smaller size. Oh yeah.
Alright guys, we are here with CJ and her amazing truck that she brought down from, where'd you bring this one down from?
The Gold Coast.
Yep, yeah. And if you don't know CJ, she's trucking with CJ and her platform is gone absolutely amazing. And you've got a kids book, yes. Bunch of merch over here, and you're killing it. And it's
Thank you
awesome
so
to see.
much.
So
Thanks. Yeah, no, it's going really well. So, yeah. Oh.
that's all right. I'll just hang on.
So this is really exciting. This is Scott Taylor Motorsports
Yep.
Prime Mover. We transport his Porsches around. We just
Yep.
did the Bathurst 12-hour. If it's not doing races, we're parked up in the shed. So now I can show up more for the kids, and we've got the kids book. The next kids book will be based on this truck.
Oh, very good.
Yeah. So you probably haven't seen anything like this because it's really custom. Did you
Yeah.
want me to show you?
Yeah, let's
some
have a look
bits and
around.
pieces?
Everything on this thing looks
Then
unbelievable.
come down to
So-
normal height. Yes,
Leather on
It's a diamond stitch leather bra, maybe. we
Leather
can call
bra?
it. Yep.
it. The car bras.
Yeah, so this is something different. We don't really see that
Yep.
anywhere.
This is, yeah,
Yeah,
money.
it's a long way from when we were riding dirt bikes in
Exactly.
the Riverland, but
Absolutely. All right.
Yeah.
Better get up.
you might want to put the seat back because you'll smash your knees with my
I
bike.
will. This is awesome.
And this is all like carbon dipped as well, so all the
Dipped?
Yeah,
Far out. The detail they have gone to.
Yeah.
And this is a Garmin.
Yeah, so that's actually my big issue a lot is that there's no like navigation for truck drivers for
Yeah.
when we're in a B double what route. But
yeah,
that one,
well, that's it. I remember when you first all started, you asking me about it.
I was
and
asking
like,
you lots of questions.
You were, and I'm like, just do whatever you want to do and whatever
Yeah.
makes you happy, and it's coming to life, and I can
Yeah.
see it. It's awesome.
Thank
it's good
you.
to see.
Thank you, I really appreciate it.
No worries. Well, thanks for showing us. We'll let you get back to everyone
Yeah.
over there. And
no worries.
I'm
It's
sure-
good seeing friends do good. You're doing really good as well.
Oh, thank you.
It's cool seeing you getting in trucks.
Yeah, well, I just love them, and I've been in that thing as well, and so yeah, it's
Well,
good
next
fun.
time I'm down, we'll go for an actual drive.
Yes, we will.
All right,
We'll
we're
have
going to
to
wrap
do
the
it for
episode
sure.
up here. Reese has
share.
kids to go home to. We've got another day here tomorrow, but I just want to say a huge shout out to AMF for inviting me, for having my truck on display and letting me have a marquee and talking to everyone. Being invited into a space that isn't typically for trucks or people like me is really, really cool, and the engagement from everyone's been a real honour. So thank you again for having me. I can't wait to come back next year. See ya.